I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
What's up with it, Rap?
You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh, my phone.
Okay. Listen. Question: is this technically episode 2 or what? I mean, we done crunk cheap seats up before.
Reset it, so it's
We done reset like 12 times. So we just gonna start doing pop-up shows, man. How about that?
Right.
You good with that?
Two. And that's it, man.
All right. So what we getting into today? I know we got Tom Thibodeau, Travis Hunter done jumped the broom, and they making all these arguments and having these conversations about the small markets.
Yeah, NBA Finals. Coaches getting fired when they winning.
You know what? I want to start right there too. You good with that?
Let's do it.
I want to start right there, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about that. So, Tom Thibodeau, they what was their record this season? You remember?
This is their third 50 first time they won back-to-back 50 games since the 90s.
How do you feel about Tom Thibodeau as a coach all around? Just, I mean, his whole body of work and his entire coaching career. Solid coach, great coach.
Solid. He's a solid coach. Tom Thibodeau is like Ray Rhodes, like a bunch of like Gunther Cunningham, and like a bunch of other dudes who are defensive coordinators in football. And then you give them the top job, and they're just really good at what they do. And I think he's over scrutinized because we live in this world of scrutiny. People don't have conversations about sports. They have conversations about what's wrong or what needs to happen. It's hardly ever about the game. So some of the things that they criticize him about, if Tom Thibodeau would have been a head coach in 1990, I think he would be a great coach. But the way the league is structured now, he's just a good coach. He's a bridge coach.
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, I agree with what I think the majority of the people, you know, bad move by the Knicks. They better make sure they get it right. Whoever they bring in. I don't think whoever they bring in got to win a championship, but they got to be just as good as Tom Thibodeau. I mean, you got to have the same success. But at the same time, I don't even know, like, it for this era, this generation of basketball players, I can't really just say if, okay, this is the perfect guy for this generation or this is the worst kind of guy, kind of coach for this generation. I don't even know if I believe in any of that. Either you're a good coach, you can coach it, or you can't. Yeah. Point blank. So
I think years ago, Puffy, of all people, Sean Combs said, this is the pussification of America. And I think that ideology is what's hurting Coach Tom Thibodeau. And the reason I believe that is you can't be tough on players because their feelings will get hurt. Mm-hmm. You got people complaining that he's playing his starters and his big play guys too much. And it's like, I don't remember. Hold it. Remember, I just said we complain about what's wrong instead of identifying. Talking about the game. LeBron James and his generation are disrespected because they do load management. They don't play 82 games, but then you turn around and out of that same mouth complain that Thibodeau's players are playing too many minutes. Mm-hmm. Well, he's playing them like they used to play them back in the day. And it's just, hey, man, instead of saying, hey, well, maybe we need this and maybe we need that, or this is how we can add to the mystique of Tom Thibodeau, it's this wrong, that wrong, this wrong, this is what it's wrong. When last time, I'm going to ask you this question, anybody in the chat room, thank y'all for tapping in, Mook and LMNO, a.k.a. Poe. It's an inside joke. But
about to say.
I want to know when the last time you heard somebody say, this guy is good, and as he develops, he's going to be one of the best players in the league. Versus, you know what's wrong with him? He needs, I haven't heard that in a very long time. What about you?
No, I hadn't. I hadn't. Just like I ain't ever. I mean, like when players start complaining about minutes, you know, like damn, when we start doing that. Last time I checked, you're an athlete. You want to be in the game. You want to be on the field. I don't understand that. Why that's the theme surrounding this. Look, they better figure it out because this is when were they in the champ? They were in the East Conference Championship last year, right? Forgive me because look, man, I'm not even big on the NBA no more. They used to be my favorite sport, but you can't make an impulse decision like they just made and then go and mess it up. You know what I'm saying on your next play. But
I don't think it was an impulse decision. I think I said.
I think it was because they had just said that his job is safe, like days before that.
I think they was. I was under the impression if they didn't get to the finals this year, he was done.
He was on the hot seat in that regard. But I think they did come out and make a comment saying that his job is safe. We ain't concerned about that right now. That's our guy. And then boom, next thing you know, he out of there.
Hey, usually when the general manager and ownership come out and secure your job, that's when you get fired.
That's when you need to go ahead and start looking for houses somewhere.
Yeah, that's when
go ahead and put that crib on the market.
Yeah. Like hey, any coaches coming this way, it's a dope crib over here.
Yeah.
Because I'm fired. Because I've never seen a coach live through your job is secure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, maybe the
I don't know. It was crazy, man. We ain't gonna ESPN it, man. I mean, I know it's what everybody talking about, but I mean, just I think it's to me it's so interesting just looking at the league and just seeing how it's changed so much. You know what I'm saying? From what I fell in love with the game, right? As a fan.
And I was listening to Nick Wright. What's his name? Nick Swaggy P. Nick Young.
Nick Young, yeah.
And Nick Young, and I think it might have been Brandon Jennings. It's a players' league. I've yet to see a organization run right with the employees running it. Because you are attached to certain things that the rest of us aren't. And that might not be the best move. For example, I can take it back to the 80s when Adrian Dantley was one of the most deadly scorers in the league. Unstoppable. 6'5", playing small forward, killing Scottie Pippen, killing Jordan, and killing anybody in front of him. And they said, we're going to get rid of you and bring in Mark Aguirre. Of course, everybody said, well, that's Isaiah's best friend. That's a Chicago connection. This is a conspiracy. The Pistons went from losing in the NBA Finals to winning back-to-back titles. The players didn't like it. That was Joe Dumars' best friend on the team. Well, one of his closest friends. Everybody loved AD, but that was the best thing for the team. So it can't be an employee thing. Check out what Poetic Sin said. My blind behind can't see it. It said,
sports focus so much on outside the field or court than they used to. Before when I was young, it was more about the players and teams. It's a different world, man. Shout out to Poe, man. Shout out to everybody tapped in, man. Tell a friend and tell another one. But yeah, it's just a weird little spin that they got going on with this situation now. Because, like I said, I mean, he was on the hot seat. I'm with you on that. Had to be. Because you already got the players complaining. I think Ty said it in the chat, but you already had players complaining about him. But then you come into the next year with that same mindset, your same coaching mentality, and y'all don't go all the way, they going to stand on that. So, yeah.
I'm laughing at Elemental. But you know what's crazy though? This is something. This is something that I thought about. Karl Anthony Towns has been on the last two teams that Coach Thibodeau got fired from.
Hey, don't get me started on that dude, man. Don't get me started on that dude, man. Damn, I ain't think about that. You right. You right, too.
He got fired in Minnesota. He got fired, and now he fired in New York. And
you better stop following that dude around the league.
Hey, man, I got a problem with Karl Anthony Towns. Look, it's cool. See, this is my conspiracy, and I would love to hear people's response. This is my conspiracy. They are limiting these brothers' athleticism by ushering in this 3-point era. Because if you shooting 22 feet away from the rim, your quick twitch ain't to your advantage. Your natural raw power ain't to your advantage. None of those things that made Akeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, Alonzo Mourning special is special anymore. Because now I've neutralized you because you're 20. You are not athletic. You're not anything if you're 22 feet away from the basket.
Right.
If the reason Nikola Jokic is dominating is because I can shoot the three, but I spend most of my time in mid-range and in the post. And these young men who are extremely athletic are relying on their. See, I can shoot just like Steph Curry. I'm 7 feet. I don't need to shoot like Steph Curry. I don't want to shoot like Steph Curry. And that seems to be the problem because everybody want to be Steph Curry. You need to start trying to be like Mike. Think about this, and then I'll leave it alone. The best
Just
three
take a
players,
shot at Step.
the best three players in the NBA in the playoffs were the MVP, Shea, SGA, the most underrated player, or AKA overrated player in the league, Hallenberg, and Jalen Brunson. They were the best three players in the league. And who didn't live up to their potential? The most athletic dude in the league because he was taking too many threes, and that's Ant-Man. He out there trying to show the world, I got a well-rounded game when all he had to do is listen. This is the issue with not listening to your elders, not understanding what you're doing and watching what you're doing and just going on what you believe. Michael Jordan said, yeah, I can shoot the three, but it takes away from my natural game. Emulate the greatest dude of all time.
Let me ask you this. When Ant, though, was that him or was that culture?
Hey, man, guess what? All I know is this. When the Bulls ran the triangle offense, the Lakers ran the triangle offense. The Heat have an extremely structured offense. But when the game was on the line, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan did what they needed to do to win. I know Eric Spoelstra and Phil Jackson once saying, Kobe, Mike, Dwayne, do this. They was just like, you know what? It's on me.
Mm-hmm.
And think about this. Until LeBron realized that he wasn't winning anything.
Yeah. Well, all I know is when I watched Minnesota play them last few games, that boy barely touched the ball. Now, as an athlete, hey, give me the ball. I'm the star. Give me the ball. I'm out there yelling and screaming for the ball if I'm that guy. But I don't know. I mean, I ain't see that from
I've heard stories. I've heard stories of Casey Jones in his Hall of Fame speech. He tells this story about how Larry Bird shot the shot, and then they said they waved it off, and they said we're gonna put time back on the clock. And then Bird came to the huddle and said, "Hey, just give me the ball. Tell everybody to get out of my way." And he told him, "Hey man, shut up, Larry. I'm the coach." Hey, McHale, he said, "Johnson, you implement McHale. McHale get the Bird, and everybody get out the way." He joking about it, but hey, that's what Doug Collins. What was the last play that you called for Jordan in Cleveland? Get the ball to Mike. Everybody get the hell out the way. When you the man, hey, you know you a Laker fan. That the baby hook play that Magic did, that was supposed to be given to Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
It was get a ball to Kareem in the post, sky hook, we over. Magic said, "Yeah, okay." I'm telling you, dog.
Talking about the greatest point guard in the league.
Yeah. Hey, and this is a pass first guy. Oh, and the last one I seen like that was LeBron James in Chicago. He said, I forgot the dude's name. He was from Europe. He drew up a play where somebody else going to blitz, and they said, LeBron said, "Hey, we ain't doing that. Get a ball to me." He hit the ball from the corner. 3, they beat the Bulls.
Yeah.
If you a star, you do what stars do, man.
Yeah. That's all right. How old is that boy? 23? We'll find out next year.
Yeah.
Next year after that, we'll find out what's up with him. Let's talk about your boy, though. Travis Hunter. Bought a 6-figure ring, went and got married, no prenup. Do we need to mind our business or what?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, we need to mind our business. That's that boy business. We need to
Right.
mind our own business. Point blank, period. But when you put your business in front of us, you say, hey, come on in my house.
Exactly. Let me tell you something, man. Dion, and they got the reports out there that Dion was telling him, dude, you got to get a prenup. Be careful how you move. I mean, we done heard all kind of stuff about him telling him how to handle this situation with this particular female. And he chose to do it how he do it. Now, this is what I'll say. Because he came out and he was like, listen, this before in the past when people first started getting on him about this girl. He made a comment, right? A statement letting them know, listen, just, mind your business. If this shit go left, hey, bro, the whole world tried to tell you what was up. So don't come with that.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I have absolutely positively zero empathy for this young man. See, people, and see, this just shows you the ignorance of people. Again, look at your, I talked about this on a few minutes with A-Trap. Look at your elders, let them guide you, and you'll be all right. Look, Deion Sanders was married to his Deion Jr. and Deandra's mama first. He gave her, he had a prenup to give her $1 million up front. And then you walk away if this don't work. See, people think prenups are, you don't get nothing, I get it all. You can actually set up a prenuptial agreement saying, my name is H-Rap. I'm going to get married to you. We get married in 2025, my birthday, August 6, 2025, right?
Right.
We getting married. If you are with me August 6, 2035, we good. And if you're not, you walk away with this much money. I'm going to make sure you get something. But if you with me for the 10 years, then clearly we making this thing work, and then we're going to make it happen. It's not, you get this, I get that. No, it's not. But, hey, man, everybody on here got some connection to the South. And, most people who are going to watch this got some connection to the South. A hard head, and everybody know the rest of it.
Yep. Exactly.
You saw Tiger Woods, you saw Michael Jordan, you saw Dr. Dre. And all things are pointing towards we will see Travis Hunter. And Travis Hunter is going to get stung more than most.
Do he got kids with this girl? He ain't got no kids with this girl, right?
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like, let me say it, because I'm real big on minding my business. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I don't know this kid like that. I kind of could care less either way, right? Do what you gonna do. But in my personal opinion, when it come down to these professional athletes, these celebrities, especially when you young like that, this dude a kid, man. You a kid. I'm gonna just say that. You a kid. And you going into this completely different life, bro. You going into this bread, you going into this money. Man, look, man. Get the prenup. Just to be on the safe side. I don't believe in going into a situation, into a relationship with a certain level of apprehension or expecting for it to fail. But it ain't really about that. And I think that's how people want to interpret it when you start bringing up stuff like prenup. Like, no, we young. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how that's going to play out. Man, damn, get that prenup. Ain't like you can't go make changes later on, right?
Like I said, you can do it for 5 years. You can do it for 10 years.
Get the prenup, bro.
You can start off with, if we for 3 years, you get this much money. 6 years, we get this much money. 9 years. But like Poe said, he grown. Let him learn, live and learn.
He is. And,
He's grown, but hey.
Look, I hope, to be honest with you, I hope he can go the rest of his career. We ain't got to hear nothing about his marriage, nothing about his relationship. They have some kids, great. But, I mean, bro, yeah. Dude, handle your business.
Yeah.
Handle your business. Good luck to the young blood and his wife.
God bless you. You're going to need it. Anytime your relationship, for real, anytime your relationship start off with a girl telling the world, she didn't tell you, she didn't tell a homegirl, we didn't find out on the low, you telling everybody you thought he was ugly at first.
Yeah, oh man. She said that?
She said it. She said, I thought he was ugly at first. Yeah, until you found out what his
till when?
account looked like. You're right. Like, hey
Man,
man,
see,
this rapper from DITC, he said it best. I was handsome, but the money made me gorgeous.
bro, let me tell you something. Look, you know what? Nah, I ain't even finna do that right here. I ain't even finna go there. Just it is what it is, man. Hey, good luck, bro, man. I hope you go out there and be successful. You know, win a lot of games, man, and beautiful marriage. You know, kids and shit like that. Good luck to you. Good luck
Hey,
to you.
and if it
Good
don't
luck
work,
to
buy
you.
some dope. You in Florida, buy some dope, put it in the car.
Man, let's move it on, man. Speaking of small markets, I think it was where you at Jacksonville, right, with Trevor Lawrence.
He in Jacksonville with
Yeah, he
Trevor
got his
Lawrence.
hand full. He got
The
all kind of shit
sunshine.
going on there. Yeah, he down there with Sunshine. Big fish, little fish, man. The question, and I don't know why this text is so small on this, but are small market teams catching up? First of all, let me ask you, what's a small market team? Define that.
I think that's an antiquated term. Small market, large market used to be before the internet, before cable TV. I don't think it's look. At one point, these leagues used to be set up. I'm in New York, so I'm gonna make a whole lot of money. I'm in LA, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna make a whole lot of money. I'm gonna make some money in Chicago. I'm gonna make some money in Dallas, and then everybody else kind of filled in the blanks.
Right.
You know, hey, the Jets gonna make money, Giants gonna make money, maybe Washington gonna make money. These major media places, they were gonna make the money, and then other teams like Green Bay, like Jacksonville, like Carolina, and these other places start getting teams, Tennessee. And then at some point, the National Football League, the MLB, and the NBA said, look, we really business partners. They created this thing, this fictitious thing, so they can keep the money in their pocket called the salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
Cable TV came in, and TNT and TBS and ESPN said, hey, wait a minute. And then Fox said, well, we'll take that CBS job from y'all. And Fox took CBS. And then they got it, CBS got it back. And then NBC lost their contract. And then they got it back. And now ESPN, and now they got Prime, Amazon Prime paying the money. And now Netflix paying the money. And then they got NFL Europe. And it's so many outlets and so many different ways that they getting paid. Ain't no such thing as small market. Ain't no who ain't make. Look, we are splitting in the NFL. We made $45 billion. We're gonna split that 32 ways. Who's
Mm-hmm.
small market? The NFL, NBA. We make it this many billions of dollars. We're gonna split that 30 ways. MLB the same way. How we missing out on money? See,
Yeah, I don't
this
think people don't realize how much the internet has made the world so much smaller, bro. I mean, like you in Chicago right now. I'm in upstate South Carolina, right? Dude, it's the
Mhm.
same market at this point. I mean, we just even the playing field, and it just come down now to what are you capable of accomplishing? You know what I'm saying? That's with media, that's with sports, that's with whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you got two teams that I think a lot of people would consider small markets that's about to play in the championship, right?
Mhm.
And I'm hearing this nonsense, people talking about, yeah, I ain't really gonna watch the game. I'll probably catch one or two games. You full of shit. You got two of the best players in the league right now in this finals. And that ain't to be disputed. When you name the top 5, top 10 players in the league, those two names coming up.
Mhm.
They coming up at some point. So
Mhm.
you can go ahead and I don't want to hear that. You got the best possible talent in the championship. So at this point, the markets no longer matter.
Look at this. Look at the story that ESPN missed out on. You got the MVP, a dude who y'all say should have won MVP last year.
Right.
And you got a dude who's proven I'm not the most overrated player in the league. So if I win, what did that say about me?
Mm-hmm.
He immediately thrust himself in the MVP conversation.
Right.
And then you got his crazy daddy. You know what I mean? It's so many stuff. But again, we don't talk about what's good about sports. We talk about what's missing. The tackling ain't there. They don't steal bases enough. It's too many threes instead of two of the best point guards in the league going head to head. You know when the last time we saw this? Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time we saw this.
Yeah.
So it's just Hey man, people, they don't want to have conversations anymore. They want to be told what to talk about, and then they talk about it. That's why people who hate the Cowboys, that's why they tune in to Stephen A. Smith. People who hate the Yankees, that's why they tune in to Stephen A. Smith. Don't nobody want to have sports conversation no more. Don't nobody do research anymore. Don't nobody. It's just he scored this many points. He good.
Yeah,
That'll make you good.
Nah, I don't believe in none of that no more. I think it's time to go ahead and put that to rest because
It is.
Giannis ain't gonna be no better in New York than he is in Milwaukee. You just gonna have different talent around you. That's all. That's the only thing. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. Just like I don't even believe when people talk about LeBron went to LA because it's a better market there. You know, better opportunities for him. Stop it. He could have done that. He could have done whatever he wanted to do from anywhere in the country, anywhere on the planet. So
he wants to be in LA. I mean, I guess it is. I wanna drive an hour to get to Hollywood instead of flying in and then driving an hour. I mean, it's more convenient and it does help build your brand. But okay, let's just say they're right in regards to the LeBron thing. But we have had a Dr. J, a Michael Jordan, a LeBron James. Nobody else has been that big. So, nah, man. And then to me, you stupid if you go to LA. And not because I'm an anti-Laker guy. All them high-ass taxes in California. Mm-hmm. Why would I make $250 million and then got to get the state 125 back? Exactly. You out your damn mind. I'm trying to get to Dallas. I'm trying to get to Florida. I'm trying to get to places like Arizona. But again, these networks create these foolish ass narratives, which puts you in a horrible situation.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it and that's all.
That's it and that's all, man. All right. So what else we got before we get out of here? We had 3 bullets on the docket. I think that's all we had locked in on here.
Oh, maybe. That
ran through them, yeah.
Yeah, we ran through them. Let me see.
We ran through them. Yeah, you was right. I was wrong. You was right. I was wrong. As always.
Oh, no. No rights and wrongs.
Yeah, you sent me a whole list of shit, and it is what it is.
Yeah, we just talking, man. We just talking, man. Yeah, man. And you know what? Before we go, rest in peace to one of the greatest defensive linemen in NFL history. He seemed like a great person. I've only heard great things about him. He goes by the name of Jim Marshall. His name is James Marshall. He come out of Ohio State University. To me, he's a Hall of Famer, and the NFL has been using him as a butt of jokes because he the dude, if you don't know who he is, he the guy who picked up the fumble and ran the wrong way. But besides that, he had a Hall of Fame level career. I think they kept him out of Hall of Fame so they can always talk about that. So now that he's no longer here, hopefully they can posthumously put him in the Hall of Fame, which is a sad commentary on sports, the world, and everything else today, because why are we making people the butt of jokes instead of giving them their flowers? This is another instance whereas a human being does not get celebrated the way he should because you clowns want to have something to talk about. Instead of celebrating, it's something to talk about. And that's it for me.
That's what it is, man. But listen, I think, we coming back tomorrow, right?
We can.
Let's come back tomorrow. We're going to come back tomorrow because we short at y'all today. So we're gonna catch up with y'all again tomorrow, man. We appreciate y'all for tapping in, everybody in the chat room, everybody that's tuned in live, and everybody that's catching the replay. It's your Chief Seats. We'll do it again tomorrow.
Like, share.
What I'm not gonna do is turn this shit down to make you happy.